soon, in just a moment.
Good morning, everyone. How are we on this Friday? Oh, I'm just doing a nice little good morning handstand. As you can see, I'm just pushing the floor away with my hands, trying to keep nice and activated in my core. And as you can see, if I'm slightly going over behind, I just tuck my hips in, coming back down. Oh, feeling good. How's everyone going? Excited to get into some handstands? You know, just gonna take it easy. We're gonna break down some of the subtleties that are involved in maintaining balance in a handstand. As you can see here, I'm keeping my toes nice and pointed. I'm rotating around my shoulders here. Oh, feels good. I hope you're all doing very well. Please tell me how you are. Miss seeing all your beautiful faces. So we'll get into it, shall we? Now today we'll use minimal equipment. If you do have a band, that'll be good. Maybe some socks, because we'll be doing some stuff on the wall, or if you have a slider. But please just get yourself into a nice standing position. I'm going to give our shoulders a rotation. We're working those shoulders a lot today. All right, so we're just going to go backwards, rotating around the shoulders. Give your shoulders a little bit of a shake if you can feel them being a bit creaky, like mine. And back the other way for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A little shake out. A little bounce in the knees here. We're just kind of waking up our shoulders and our scapula and our spine. Just gently as we move into it. All right, let's go backwards again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little shake. If you feel like you want to move faster than me at any time today, please do. You know, it's kind of a common sense sort of thing. Let's go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little bounce. Maybe swivel your shoulders side to side like this. All right, one more little rotation. Preferably opposite direction to what you were just doing. 8, 1, 10. Good. Give your hands a little flick. I'm feeling very kung fu today, as you can see with my outfit. So, okay, so you want to stand shoulders feet widths apart. Okay, and you want to keep your hips facing forward, and we're just gonna swing our shoulders like this. Just let your arms hang. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have a little bounce. All right, I'm gonna go for another one. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, last time. Ready? Okay, let's do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cool. All right, let's warm up those wrists. Okay, so watch carefully. We're gonna get your, okay, we'll do this opposite. So you're gonna get your right hand, and you're gonna grab with your left hand, and you're gonna grab your fingers like this, okay? And we're gonna go in a big, nice motion like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice big movements. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in this movement, you should really feel the wrist, but also the forearm as you kind of make big movements. So your left hand out like this, right hand grabs the left fingertips. We're gonna go in big wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give those hands a little shake. Okay. This is where people can get confused, okay? So your right hand, place it right in front of your face like this. Left hand grabs and holds the thumb like this. And it's just a twisting motion as you come down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should just be feeling the wrist gently twisting. 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Okay, left hand in front of your face, right hand comes in front and grabs the thumb like this, and you twist the wrist down. 2, 3, 4, should feel pleasant. 5, just gentle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, give your hands a little shake. Last one. Okay, right hand facing down. You're gonna go your left hand on top, okay? And you're just going to raise that wrist like this, stretching the top of the wrist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Cool. Shake, 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 shake. Last one. Left hand facing down, right hand over the top. Stretching this top part of your wrist here and just raising up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. All right, we're just gonna come to our knees, placing our hands shoulder width apart on the floor. We're just gonna continue giving our wrists a little bit of a warm up, rotating around them like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. That's all the preliminary stuff done. So now we want to really start activating our scapula, because we use this a lot in our handstands. So you want this part to be nice and strong, because when you're in the handstand, really try to push up as much as you can, and that involves a lot of scapular activation. So we're just going to do 2 exercises for 3 rounds. So we're going to be doing some sort of scap pull. So if you have something that you can hang off, this is ideal. We're going to do some scapular pulls. But if you don't have anything you hang off, don't panic. What you're going to do is you're just going to stand with your feet together, and you're going to place your hands nice and high like this, as if you're in a handstand, and you're just gonna raise your hands as high as you can, and you activate your scapula and coming down. So for 10, 2, 3, 4. But if you do have a bar or some rings or something, feel free to just do some scapular pulls like this. Really isolating just the scapula. We're doing that for 10 reps. Okay? All right. Next, we're going to do some scapular pushes. Okay, so we're going to be in a plank position. Hands shoulder width apart. Come forward into your plank. Now come nice and forward, and you're going to really push up in that middle part of your upper back, and then sinking down. Try and see how much range you can get, and do it for 10 reps. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, come down, have a little shake if you need, a little shimmy. All right, back to your pulls, or as I like to call them, the raise my roofs. All right, let's go, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good morning, everyone. Morning, Kat. Morning, Ben. All right, you ready? Going our shoulders over our wrists like this. Pushing up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a simple exercise, but if you put a lot of focus into it, it can become quite difficult. All right, last set. Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. This is our last plank. A little shimmy. Starting to feel good now. I'm starting to feel warm. It was a bit cold this morning, but I feel that. All right, straighten the plank, shoulders over your hands, and really find as much range of motion as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Everyone feeling good? I'm feeling nice and warm. Okay, so next exercise I'm going to break down for you. We're going to do a vinyasa. You might have heard this term thrown around a lot in yoga. So basically, a vinyasa is just a very simple movement, an excellent exercise to do, especially for handstands. So you're going to start, as we were, in a plank position. Now, this next movement is called a chaturanga. It's basically a negative push-up, coming all the way to the ground like this, and then you pull forward in upward-facing dog, and then move back into a downward-facing dog. All right. So it's very simple, but there's actually a lot here. So when you're doing the plank, you really want your scapula to be pressed apart. Imagine just pushing that upper back apart from each other, like this, okay? And you want to try and keep that movement throughout the whole chaturanga, right? It takes a little bit of focus, because throughout the whole movement, you really want to have this feeling of pressing your back like this. So what you don't want to see is this collapsing like this, okay? So it might take you a little bit to figure this out, but basically you want to press and then coming into upward facing dog. This feels good. Take a nice breath. Coming back into that down dog. Now with the down dog, if you're not as flexible in the upper back like me, you kind of need to bend your knees a bit. And what we really want is we want this nice arch from basically all the way from your lower back, all the way through your hands. And this will give you a much more open shoulder position. And this will help you a lot with your handstands. Because one of the things with the handstands that a lot of people struggle with is really getting that shoulder opening here, like this, okay? A lot of people, they're very strong in the upper body here, and they'll use that to hold them. So let's just do 5 vinyasas together, okay? So let's go. You're going to start in the plank, and we're coming down. Really press that scapula. And then breathe in. Breathe out into your downward dog. Really open that shoulders. Take a breath. Okay, coming forward into plank. Breathing in. Second chaturanga. Breathing in. And downward facing dog. Breathing in. Chaturanga. Breathing in. Downward facing dog. Breathing out. Breathing in. Chaturanga. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. Pressing forward. And chaturanga down. Breathing in. Breathing out. All right. We're going to hold this one for a little bit longer. Maybe pedal out your feet a little bit. Shift your weight over your shoulders. Feeling where you're tight. Oh. And you can come back up. Have a little bit of a shake. Oh, how did everyone go with that? Just a little, very simple vinyasa flow that you can do anytime. And there's a lot to this movement. You can break down each little bit. You know, this chaturanga, really keeping that back like this, flowing into that upward facing dog. And then that downward facing dog, really getting that open shoulder bit that we want to focus on today. All right, so that's all the fun stuff done. Now you're going to find a wall, because we are going to do some chest to walls, baby. This is where a lot of the conditioning for our wrists and our shoulders comes in handy. These chest to walls you can do all the time. You know, it's a conditioning exercise, so really just get up your endurance for being on the wall. Okay, my wall's pretty small here, but you know, I don't know what you got at home. Make sure you're safe. Move stuff away. Okay, so we're going to do 5 rounds of 1 minute chest to wall. And really, while you're up there, just see if you can kind of be aware of how your body is placed against the wall. Which parts of your body are getting tired first? This awareness will help you in just like developing some awareness when you're doing your freestanding. And that's all it is. It's just about practice and becoming aware of your body. Okay, so I'm ready. I've got my wall. I hope you're ready too. We're going to pop up a timer. We're going to do 5 sets of 1 minute, and we'll have a little break between each one. All right, so let's go up for our first one. Okay. Be careful. Closer to the wall you are, the more difficult. You're going to point your toes, really press up. And when you're ready, let's start the timer. Oh, how are we going, Gary? You got a timer up there?
Yeah, there's timer up there.
Sweet. All right, so you can feel that pressing up in your scapula if you're here. Really push that floor away. You're gonna have that atlas feel pressing the earth. And point your toes. Yeah, animal. Make it look pretty.
All right, 10 seconds down.
10 seconds.
I'm joking. Halfway.
Halfway. Oh my God. This is gonna test me. Yep, really pushing that away.
Matt wants you to tell him a story.
Oh,
Tell him a story.
A story. Well,
10 seconds.
I don't have any 10-second stories. My stories are all rambling.
3, 2, 1.
And gently coming down. I like to come to the side, but however you like. Oh, feeling good. Have a little walk. Let the blood come back into your head. Mortal Kombat audition. It was a thing. Good morning, Mandy. Good to see you. Good morning, Matt. Morning, Sarah. Feeling good? All right, have a couple more seconds. Let's have a little boogie in your lounge room or wherever you are. It's very important to have dance breaks between each set. So, anyway. Okay, we feeling good? Are we ready for our second one? What do you reckon? Should we do it? Let's do it! I hear you all cry. Okay, Gary, you ready? Okay, we're going up for number 2, and let's do it. Walking up. All right, place your hands nice and solid. Mine are about shoulder width apart. Maybe like the slightest wider. Point those toes, and then push your shoulders out. Push that floor away. And breathe. Keep your butt nice and tight too. That'll help your abs stay activated. Push, push, push. Push that floor away. Oh, how are we doing?
Almost there.
Almost there. Keep those arms locked.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And gently coming down. Woo-wee! Feeling good. How's this doing? Is this easy for anyone? Take a little 30-second break. Oh. Whoo! Have a little bounce, a little shake. Just kind of getting into it. You know, it's important at these times, if you've got lots of time, you know, here and there throughout the day, doing a bit of training when you can throughout the day. That'll help a lot in building up your strength. You know, rather than doing a session like we're doing, you know, once a week or whatever, really what you want to be doing is something like this as much as you can if you want to build up that conditioning and that strength really quickly. All right, let's go for our third set. What do you reckon? This one's going to be tough. I can already feel. Okay, let's do it. And we're walking up. And let's start the timer. All right. I like to place my hands nice and firmly first, and then activate my core, my toes pointed, and then push up. We'll kind of do a little bit of a check throughout my body. So you want to keep aware of your wrists, your shoulders, your scapula, your bum kind of clenched, keeping that core activation. Those toes just nice and pointed against the wall there. And then just breathe. Oh, feels good, man. How are we doing?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. And gently coming down. Woo-wee. Have a little dance break. Moving through that space. Keeping nice and flowy on this nice Friday morning. Whew. All right. A half past, so we're going to move on. Okay? So, like I said before, if you're moving quicker than me, please just go at your own pace. Okay, so next exercise we're going to do here, we're going to be doing toe and heel pulls. Okay, these are very important in getting down your freestanding handstand. They'll allow you to experience what it's like to be in the position you need. Okay, so we'll start off with toe pulls. So when I'm in handstand, I'm trying to not only feel what shape I am, but I'm also trying to picture myself in a straight position, because you can't really see yourself, but you can feel the points that are connected. So you feel your hands on the floor, you can feel in what relation they are to the shoulders, and then you can also feel where your core is here, okay? And so in toe pulls, slightly away from the wall, and you want to really feel this core activation, and then just let one foot come away from the wall, keeping this shape. Okay, so we're going to do 5 toe pulls. Okay, let's go. 5 toe pulls. Okay, so coming into the wall. All right. So here I'm about half a meter. Okay, and I allow my hips to go just over my hands like this, right? And then I pull, okay? So one foot is already in the position. The second one comes to meet it. And you should feel, you can push away with the tips of your fingers. Okay? You might not do all of them perfect. So find that hip over your, that's. All right, and coming down. Oh, how did everyone go with that? So for me, where I find the benefit in the exercise is really feeling my shoulders over my hands. And then I allow my hips to come over my shoulders with one foot still on the wall. I bring one foot over, and then just gently allowing the foot to come away like this. Okay, so now we'll do a set of heel pulls, the opposite. So where this is useful is when I'm in a handstand, it's common for people to kind of go over like this. And this is where the heel pulls come in handy. They really allow you to bring that awareness to come forward. Just in the same way that a toe pull allows you to come over, it allows you to push back from over the edge. Okay? It's the same thing. You're gonna find the wall with your feet, do like this, okay? Now, bring your awareness to your hands, and now to your shoulders, okay? Foot up. That's it. So, there's a bit of a pushing movement in your fingers as well. And this is important. Developing this strength in your fingers. Last one. Feels good. Yeah, so I like to put my hands, so my hands, they're not splayed out, okay? They're just nice and relaxed. And they're just shoulder width apart. And because of this, I can put more strength into pushing my fingers away like this. Whereas if they're like this, you're already putting a lot of energy into actually spreading your fingers. Get them nice and relaxed. And this way, you can really work on using those fingers more in your handstand. Okay, we're gonna do some more toe pulls. Okay, so if you just keep doing this, 5 toe pulls, 5 heel pulls. Okay, if you're moving a bit faster than me, that is A-okay. All right, toe pulls. Walking up. Hips over. Finding that balance, coming back. 2. Not everyone is going to be perfect. If you can catch yourself and find a little bit of balance, that's the goal. If you can't, that's fine. Okay? It's just all about experiencing what it's like to be in this position, becoming aware of those points, main points, hands on the floor, wrist pushing up with the scapula, and then hips over your shoulders. All right? And toe pulls, same thing. So what I mean with the ab activation, you really want to just, it's almost like you're tucking your hips in like this. And this way, you'll get a much straighter handstand. Okay, like this. Okay, and you can see here, when I do this, my ribs come open a little bit. And so I'm trying to become aware myself of pulling my ribs down, but also my hips like this. Dong! All right. Pulls.
That's it. What if you're too scared to do the toe pulls by yourself?
Well, if you're too scared, so you just want to kind of, the further away from the wall you are, the less scary it is, but also the harder it is to get your toes right over. So if you're close to the wall, it'll be easier to come off the wall, but you're going to have that feeling of fear that you're going to go right over. This exercise is not really about getting that balance per se. It's just about experiencing and feeling that balance. So just go to where your level of comfort is, and then that level will grow over time. So, you know, your toe pulls might look a little bit like this for now. Which is fine. It might not look as beautiful as but this is just about kind of putting your body in this position so that you can gradually feel what it's like and over time. And this is what I was saying, if you can do this multiple times throughout the day, that this fear will become smaller and smaller, and you will become more adapted to this very quickly. Okay, it's a process. But yeah, if you're on your own, I can understand why, you know, some things might be fearful, but that's good. You know, it's good that we have this inbuilt fear, because otherwise we'd be hurting ourselves all the time. Okay, I'm gonna do my last heel pulls. Okay, so with those toes, really push with the fingers. Whoop, see, even I lost it a little bit there. Okay, so opening up the shoulders and push. I find this one really active. I really have to push with my fingers to feel myself come away from the wall here. Woo-wee. All right. So now, if you feel like it, please, you're more than welcome to do some freestanding work if this is what you're up to. Otherwise, follow along with me. I'm gonna do we're gonna do some wall tucks, okay? And you know, a little bit of common sense here. The lower you go, the more difficult the exercise is. Okay, so I'm not wearing any socks. Socks will be good if you got a wall. Otherwise, if you have a where did I put it? A little slider, this can do too. Okay, so you're going to be chest to wall. Okay, so place your slider thusly. Okay, or if you're wearing socks. Okay, and you're just gonna come up. Okay, so take this nice and gentle. So the closer to the wall you are, the more difficult it's going to be, because the more your hips are going to have to come away from the wall. Okay, so I really have to put my shoulders under my wrists like this, and then gently just tuck in like this. Okay, so the lower you go, the more open your shoulders are going to have to become as you come down the wall. Do you see? Okay, so for you that might just be here today, or you might feel like you can really go over, but you can really feel those shoulders having to work and open, which is what we want. And I'm doing 5, but please just do as many as you have as you can, and be safe, please. Yeah. Woo. And just get your breath back. Okay. Feeling a little bit dizzy with that. But yes, you can see in this tuck position, my shoulders really have to open to get over. Okay. So maybe just do maybe 5 of these, or just explore what it's like in this position, coming down nice and gentle, and then coming back up. Getting your breath back, getting your balance. If you need some water, like me, please have a little break. How's everyone going? Anyone feeling good with the handstands today? Getting a little bit of balance? All right, I'm going to go for another set of these guys. I'm going to try without the disc. Makes it a little bit awkward. But yeah, you can see why in the beginning we were doing this vinyasa with the downward dog, where you really open your shoulders, because that's what you need in this position, and also in a regular handstand, to get this feeling of really opening up your shoulders. This is what we want. Okay, I'm going for another set of 5. Remember, the closer to the wall, the more difficult it is, because the more you have to really open your shoulders. See here? See, as I get to this point, I really have to be really open, and then gently pushing back up. Okay. And don't forget to breathe, please. It's very important. Pushing the scapula up. 3. Got a couple more. Oh, that felt better. That felt better for me. Sometimes less equipment is better. Oh, really nice. Twist it. My spine. Feels good. All right. How's everyone going? Was this very difficult? Was it easy? Any? Yes. Yeah, the landing. Get some pillows around if you're getting. Yeah, so, I mean, rule of thumb, the further you are from the wall in a lot of these exercises, the less frightening it's going to be, but the more difficult it is to find that real balance. So you kind of need to, for yourself, find where feels good for you, where you can just be like, all right, this feels good for me today. Just right here, bring my feet, okay? Because otherwise, if you push yourself too much, you might overbalance, and that doesn't make you feel good, okay? So you want to just gradually progress. Okay, so if you've been doing your freestanding handstands, please just come back to me. Staring at your belly on the way down is motivating? Yes. Well, that's good, because like in a proper tuck handstand, you want to be able to tuck your head in once you get into the tuck, right? And this against the wall is easy, but when you come to freestanding, it becomes very difficult, because that's when you start to lose balance, because you've got nothing to focus on except just the feeling of your hands on the floor. All right, come back. We're going to do some conditioning, all right? So we're going to do 3 rounds of 1 minute, okay? And then we'll have a 1-minute break. All right. So if you've got a mat, this is great. This is what we're going to start off with. We're going to come down to a butt. All right. The first one we're going to do is we're just going to be in a nice little hollow body, and we're going to flutter our legs like this for a minute, okay? Like this, okay? So keeping your lower back on the floor, okay? You can out here like this, above this if you're feeling brave. All right, have we got a timer? Let's go for it, okay? 1 minute. Flow, okay, starting now, okay? Just like this. Make it nice and pretty. Imagine you're doing synchronized swimming or something. Feel free. Okay. His legs nice and straight. Lower back on the floor. Keep breathing. Feel that nice burn in your ass. All right, almost there. Is that time? You're killing me, Gary.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
All right.
Just a little bit extra.
Next exercise, we're going to do a side plank. Okay? Place your left hand nice and firmly on the floor here. You're going to bring your feet together. And you can either bring your feet like this. Some people like to put it on the top. It's up to you. Okay, right hand nice and high. Now the goal here is you want to not sink. You want to really push those hips into the sky as far as you can. All right, you ready? We're going to do a minute. And let's begin. Okay, keeping the connection between your arms nice and straight. if you can. Pushing the hips up, okay? Facing that belly button forward. And the arms nice and straight. All right, feeling good? Yeah, this feels good to me. I'm going to keep your shoulder over your left wrist there, okay? Right hand directly up into the ceiling. Lock it in. Almost there. I'm sorry I don't have a dog today, all right? I know. That must have been very exciting for you. And that's coming down. Give your hands a little bit of a shake. Next time I'll try and bring a dog, okay? And then maybe everyone's handstands will be more on point. Okay, keeping that right hand nice and solid. Left hand towards the sky and pushing those hips up. And let's start that timer. It's on. Keeping that belly button forward. That's it. And push those hips up. And breathe. Feeling good, feeling good. Hey, I'm a little bit more wobbly on this side. Okay. If you can, maybe look up towards the ceiling. You can also make this more difficult by raising that other leg. If you like it. Get a little bit yogi on it. Okay. Push the hips up. Push the shoulder away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And coming down. Okay. For me, I really have to feel I'm pushing my shoulder out like this. Otherwise, I'm sinking in. Right. Going for the third exercise. We're going to be in a plank. Just like I showed you. You press the scapula away. And we're going to just come onto our left hand, raise that right hand up. And we're just going to alternate for a minute. Okay, ready? Let's start the timer. So, left hand comes up, coming down. Shifting the weight, just nice and slowly, nice and gentle. You make little Superman fists. That makes you feel stronger. It's good if you can keep the opening of your body to a minimum, right? So your shoulders are parallel to the ground as much as you can. Just moving from hand to hand. Gently, with focus, awareness. That's what it's all about.
10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
3, 2, 1.
And coming down. Woo-wee! This is good. So in this, just trying to keep your shoulders parallel to the ground. This way, you can really just push your awareness into how your hand and your shoulder is connected to the floor, which is very important for being in handstand. Like this feeling where you need to be. All right, last exercise, we're going to do a boat pose. Another classic yoga posture. Okay, so beginner's boat pose, you're going to just come down and you just want to be sitting on your sit bones on the floor, okay? So it might look just like this for some people, or if you can straighten your legs, and then also if you can just pike up as much as you can. So we're going to do a minute, okay? We ready?
We're
Let's
ready.
go in 3, 2, 1. Keep your hands to the sides. Really just feeling that kind of compression. Just seeing my legs here start to tremble a little bit. That's kind of how you know you're in a position where you're working. Ooh, look at them go. Eee. Up. Nice straight spine. Trying to relax your neck a little bit. Keeping those legs. Ooh, see? And then you can just gradually regress. It's getting more difficult. Breathe. Keeping that balance.
10, keep it up. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I like to find that position where I'm shaking and kind of just hold it in there. That's how I know that I'm working and I'm really trying to progress that compression strength there. Take a little breath, have a little drink if you need. Do just a little bit of core work there, so it's good to have a nice little breath, relax, release any of that tension. All right, we're going to go for cool down now. Okay, so we're going to build up we're going to do a little bit of compression strength. As a little bit of a mobility exercise for our handstand. I find when I'm doing compression work, it can really help with just conditioning that handstand, because I find when I'm in this position, it allows me to put my attention into bringing my legs in. So I'm in this, I'll come to the side. I'm doing this compression work, which is quite tough. Can really improve that. Okay, so get yourself nice and comfortable. Place our feet nice and straight, feet together like this. Okay, move that mic. Okay, so what you're going to do, keep a nice straight spine like this. Okay, so you're sitting upright. Relax the neck. Okay, you're going to place your hands, nice comfortable position on the floor here. You're on your fingers, that's fine. If you need to come back a little bit, that's fine. But the further you go forward, the more you're going to work. Okay, so point your toes, and what we're going to do is for 10 reps, we're going to lift our toes up. If you can't lift your toes up, you're going to have to bring your hands back a little bit. Okay, so let's go for 10. Ready? 1, 2, and breathe out as you bring up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. 10. Bring your knees in. One of these ones. Woo-hee. Is that horrible, Kat? Which part? All of it?
The boat one thing.
With the boat pose?
Yes.
Yes. It's no leisurely boating trip. Okay. Now we're going to do one more exercise for our compression strength. Come into a straddle, point those toes, bring those hands into the center. They might be here for some people. For some people, they might be here. Okay? If so, good for you. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, so placing your hands, and we're going to lift our legs up, just as we did, for 10 reps. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo-wee! Feels good, man. These are awesome to do all the time. Otherwise, if you just do them once a week, they'll just be awful. Whenever you do them, it's about consistency, you know. Handstand practice is a journey, as they say, you know. But it's got to be something you put a little bit of work into all the time. All right. Now we're going to do a nice little bridge. We've been doing lots of core stuff, a lot of folding, a lot of you know, getting those abs activated. Now we're just going to give our abs a little bit of a stretch, and also going to work that lower back. Okay, so we're just going to do 3 nice little holds. Okay, so the first movement you can just do is a short bridge like this. Really raise those hips up to the ceiling. Maybe bring your feet in. Okay, just feel what that's like. Hold that for a few seconds. Take a few deep breaths. Breathe into where you feel that it's working your body the most. Okay, for me that's right in my hip flexors and stuff here. All right, so I'm going to progress a little bit with the bridge. Maybe the next movement you can do is something like a straight bridge like this, okay? Or there's also a tabletop bridge like here, placing your hands just behind and raising up your hips like this. Or if it's in practice and you know that you can do it, please feel free to give the full bridge a go, okay? This is just about exploring what you can do, okay? Don't push yourself too far if you know that you can't do it. But if you can, full bridge. And when you're in full bridge, you really want to feel you're pushing the floor away, just as we were doing against the wall. And maybe bring your feet in if you can, and raise those hips. And you should feel your shoulders going over your hands. And breathe in this position as your lungs are kind of constricted. We're not holding it for any specific time here. Just doing what feels good. Breathe deeply. And gently coming back down. Okay, maybe sit here for a little bit so you don't get too dizzy. Breathe. And then gently come on to the side. And coming up. Okay, maybe do this again with your feet. Just kind of get back, reset. All right, and the last thing we're going to do is a little twist. Okay, so feet together. You're going to put your left foot over your right knee. Okay, raise that right hand up. Take a nice deep breath. And coming down, right hand to the left and looking behind you. Take a nice few deep breaths. Coming over more with every breath. Coming back. Feet together. We'll shake out. Right foot over left knee. Left hand coming up into the sky and over to the right side of your body. Nice straight back. Try not to keep any tension in your neck. Looking behind you, a nice deep breath. And coming back. A little shake out. And that's it. That's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this class. I've enjoyed being here with you today. And enjoy your weekend. Namaste. Woo-wee.